Shall we begin?
Hello and welcome back to another snooze news and nonsense report with my good friend Big Daddy Linux here on the YouTube channel. I figure what better way than to bring back sort of it's been a while since I've done one, like one of these Rocco. But what better way to have two of the most nonsensical personalities on YouTube? Of course, that would be Big Daddy Linux. And the second guy who didn't show up. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, right.
Rocco, how you doing, my friend?
I'm doing pretty good, man. What's going on?
Oh, I'm just chilling. I just got back from an outdoor concert. It was nice, a nice comfy night. It didn't rain, the low humidity. It was nice. How was your day?
Well, this was my first day off in 6-day stint, so it was pretty good, man. I just did nothing. I relaxed.
Cool. Well, this is all about relaxing. It's about news and nonsense. So I want to thank Rocco for joining me for his very first initiation into the news and nonsense report. So thanks for joining me, Rocco.
I'm honored to be here.
I'm honored too. So, all my Italian friends can join me, and right now it's only you. But hey,
I see what you're saying.
I see what you're saying. Okay, why don't we? Hey, it's nonsense, right? But
that's right.
And don't forget to check out Rocco's Big Daddy Linux, because I'll probably forget it. So Big Daddy Linux and the Destination Linux podcast, which are every once a week, right?
Yep. The Destination Linux comes out on Mondays, and I've actually not done a lot of videos lately on my channel, but okay. Destination Linux has been taking up a lot of time, so
okay. Yeah. Cool.
Check them out.
Someone asked me on one of the live events I did, they had asked if I could co-host one of the shows with you. I said, I don't see why not. Hopefully.
We actually talked to Joe at Late Night Linux, and he put out on his podcast that we were looking for a permanent host, and gotten quite a few emails of people that would like to co-host. Yeah, it'll be a good time.
Yeah, cool, man. Well, it's a good topic, good show. So I'm not surprised that you have people volunteering to co-host. So that's awesome. All right. Well, let's get started here. Rocco, IBM's, this is from TheVerge.com in case anyone really cares about where I find these, but this is from The Verge. IBM scientists have captured 330 terabytes of uncompressed data into a tiny cartridge. It says here in a new world record, scientists at IBM have captured that many, 330 terabytes of data, or the equivalent of 330 million books, I've read them all, into a cartridge that can fit into the palm of your hand.
Oh my God.
Yeah, this is actually pretty, I don't use cartridges anymore, but this is, the magnetic tape was developed by Sony Storage Media Solutions and of course Milestones, but that is a lot of data to fit into a literal tiny cartridge. Man, that is so cool, ain't it?
330 million books. What was that movie? What was that movie that maybe it wasn't a movie, it was one of those old black and white shows, and the guy had all of the books he could read forever. The earth had ended and everything. It was hilarious.
Oh yeah, and there's also was another movie, I think it was the 70s, where they were burning books. There was a future where books were banned. I think it was a science fiction. I can't think of the name of it. I think George Lucas comes to mind. This is before he became famous with Star Wars. But I think there was a scene where they were burning books because they were banned. Anyway, yeah, 330 terabytes. Look, the technology is expanding so much, so fast, Rocco. It's hard to keep up, man.
How do you get that much data onto that little of storage? I mean, it's amazing, the technology that we have today. And it says that they had to actually create new technologies in order to do this.
Yeah.
Like, where do you start with that stuff, man?
Look, I think it's pretty obvious. They took the saucer crash from Roswell in 1940. So they just stole the alien books that were pinned there. I don't know, but well, look, these are scientists who are the ultimate geeks, the ultimate nerds, and they probably do 24-hour testing. So eventually they'll come into these breakthroughs, right? At least that's how I see it.
This looks like the size of a USB. That's what it looks like.
Yeah. I mean, how small can you go? So
Oh,
it's like, no, wait. Say you have it all on half the size of, and then you say you're in college. Oh man, I misplaced my freaking book. I was gonna write for college, but
you could put the whole college on one thing.
yes, you could. I'm waiting for the day where there'll be implants. Can that be too far off?
I don't know, man. I think we're getting too ahead of ourselves. I think.
Well, that is a scary thought. I'm thinking of the Terminator movies and Skynet taking over.
Yeah.
Or the
Well, I mean, you figure they're getting to that point, and it seems like science fiction, but so does 330 terabytes of data on a tiny cartridge. So
well, if just think about it, 10 years ago, if somebody would have said that, I would have said, "Man, what are you smoking?"
yeah,
But now
right.
it's all real. So, hey, man, it's here whether you like it or not. All right. Let's see. Do you want to go back and forth? Do you want me to go through
All
these?
right.
Yeah, go. Yeah.
So Mozilla, they just put out a new add-on. Well, not a new add-on, but you have to install the Test Pilot add-on, and they have a new file sharing service.
Yes.
So it's called Firefox Send,
Ah.
and it's experimental.
Yeah.
But basically, you go to send.firefox.com once you have the add-on
Uh,
installed, and you can drag and drop a file up to 1 gigabyte,
hmm.
and it gives you a link for it.
Okay.
You send it to somebody,
Yeah.
and as soon as they download it, it disappears.
Like,
It's valid for 24 hours or until
ah.
somebody downloads it.
I'm thinking of Mission Impossible. Should you accept this mission, this will self-destruct so instead of 5 seconds, it will self-destruct in 24 hours. Okay.
Just make sure you're in an area where you can actually get the message to that person within
Well,
24 hours.
look, there's been a lot of talk about security and privacy on the internet. That's really not a bad idea, right? If you wanted to last 24 hours, although that's a bit short. But hey, if you know what's coming, all you need is a few hours, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's not for storing files, but it's definitely for sending something to somebody.
Yeah.
All the uploads are encrypted
Yeah.
supposedly. So,
Right. Okay.
you
Well,
know,
I guess that has its use. It's called Firefox Send.
yep.
Okay. Well, I'm waiting for the excuse me. I'm waiting for Firefox 55, where supposedly it's going to run a lot faster in Linux. I'll believe it when I see it.
Well, that's another whole story,
I
man.
know, I know. Well, we'll wait till it comes out. I think sometime this month. But for now, if you want speedy Firefox, you'll have to use malware. I mean Windows 10. Moving along. Well, this is another high-tech thing that I guess failed on Facebook. It says here, this is from the independent.co.uk, but yeah, Facebook's artificial intelligence robots shut down. They shut them down after they started talking to each other in their own language. Facebook abandoned an experiment after two artificially intelligent programs appeared to be chatting to each other in strange language. I guess they called it shorthand, but this was the conversation between these two robots, between Bob and Alice. Are you ready? Bob says, "I can I everything else." Alice's response, "Balls have zero to me, to me, to me, to me, to me." Bob replies, "You, I, everything else." Alice replies, "Balls have a ball to me, to me, to me." I don't-
What?
This is the two Facebook AI robots conversing with each other. I, everything else. Alice replies, "Balls have a ball to me, to me." And it went back and forth. It's ridiculous. I can see why Facebook shut down these artificial intelligence robots. Anyway,
But wait, weren't we just talking about how far we've come with technology?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then they create two AIs
Right,
that can
right.
talk with nothing but zero me.
Well, it's a you, I, everything else. Balls have a ball to me, to me, to me. It sounds like it's almost like adult language here, but yeah. Look, this really happened. They shut it down. It sounds like they went AWOL with these little AI robots, bots. But it's kind of funny. But maybe it was a plan to control planet Earth. They were scheming between everything and the balls and to me. I don't know, man. But it was definitely nonsense. So yeah. So what do you?
AI and AWOL.
There you go. Yes. Yeah.
Well, there's more news out of Firefox.
Okay.
So,
Sure. Go ahead. Yeah.
they have another. Basically, it's an extension or a plugin for voice fill.
Oh.
So with that add-on that I talked about before,
Yeah.
the Test Pilot add-on,
Yeah.
you can have voice fill for say Google search,
Yeah,
DuckDuckGo,
yeah.
start page. So it puts a little microphone there, and if you have a microphone on your computer, you can use that to search. So it's a new feature
Okay.
from Firefox.
I'm all for user-friendly add-ons or extensions to make it a little bit more friendly or more easier to use whatever you like to use. So yeah, I mean, I like Firefox. It definitely runs faster in Windows. It is what it is. I don't use it that much in Linux. It's just not as fast. But maybe supposedly that will change with Firefox 55 from what I read.
Well, I like Firefox,
Okay.
or I should say, the idea of Firefox. I like Mozilla. I just don't care for using Firefox itself.
Okay.
So I'm a Chrome user.
Well, look, I use, you know what? Somebody in one of my uploads, somebody said, "Why do you have so many freaking browsers?" Because I don't think I have. I don't have a favorite one. I use Opera, Firefox, Chrome, Chromium, Vivaldi.
Yep.
You know, it's one of those things I've yet to find the perfect browser. Sometimes I use Cubzilla. It seems each has its pros and cons, but Opera comes pretty close to being pretty darn perfect, you know, for how it functions, speed and the additions and the extensions. It's not bad. So
you use what works.
I use what works, yeah.
Exactly.
You know, for this I'm using Chromium just because I wanted to, but anyway, that's us geeks, right?
That's right.
There was a report, I think I talked about it last week, but apparently the next Windows 10 update package, it's going to make some computers obsolete. It will not apply unless you're running more newer hardware. As a backup, Rocco, I use a 6-year-old Lenovo desktop because it's perfect for Linux, very Linux friendly. That's my backup machine. I was going to sell it, but you know what? It works, so I keep it. But I hope that machine will not be outdated with the next Windows 10 update. If it is, then I'm going all Linux on that one because I want to have a choice.
Right.
So,
well, I think it had to do with certain Intel processors they were only going to support. So
yeah, actually, that one might be AMD. So maybe I'm okay, come to think of it. But I can see where that might, tick off a few people who find Windows 10 perfectly acceptable. But then, hey, it's time for a new machine. But I can see 10 years old, but 5 to 6 years old, this should still work, with Windows.
Well, they're trying to get everybody to switch over, man.
Yeah, it's like the Borg on Star Trek. You will be assimilated.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly what it is.
We will add Windows 10 to our own. Resistance
That's right.
Linux is futile. But no. Anyway, let's see here. What do I have? Well, this is a little bit different news coming out of China. Leave it to the Chinese, but Audi is this is for real. It's nonsense, but it's for real. Audi, the cars. Audi is under fire in China for ad comparing used cars with brides. Oh God!
Really?
Yeah, Audi has come under fire from consumers in China for a TV commercial that compared buying a second-hand car to inspecting a bride to be. Well, I trade in my brides every other week, so this is perfect. No, but no, yeah, Audi, which is attempting to revive its sales. Really, Audi, this is the best that.
This is the way to do it, huh?
Yeah, it's attempting to revive its sales in the world's biggest car market. It deeply regretted who's the braid surgeon that oh my God. Thousands of Chinese consumers went online to mock the advert, calling it sexist. Really? And demeaning to women. Oh, it's a 30-second. I haven't seen the advert, but it's a serene outdoor wedding is interrupted when the groom's mother rushes to the podium, checking out the bride's eyes, pitching her nose. Here we kind of like a car inspection. You're going to pitch. Oh God! And this is how they want to revive car sales. No, this is how maybe you will revive lawsuits. Wait
till the ad marketer goes and makes his resume for his next job.
So yeah,
I was the guy that created that ad.
Yeah. Oh really? Okay. Bye. All right. What do you have?
All right. Well, do you like refugees?
I don't know.
Well, Ubuntu Mate likes refugees because they want to welcome all the Unity 7 refugees because of Ubuntu switching away from Unity, going to GNOME.
Count me in. Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
everybody loves Ubuntu Mate. Okay,
True.
there isn't many people that try it and say
Yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah,
no good.
yeah,
Okay, so
yeah.
it's already awesome, but they're adding a lot more support to make it look like and act like Unity. And they're
Mm,
trying to capture that audience and still what they're able to do. And the cool thing is
yeah,
they're able to capture that audience
yeah.
and still keep the people that they have because of the way they're doing it.
Right, right.
So what they're doing is they've already had the mutiny panel layout in
Yes,
their
yes.
system.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But I tried it and it was like kind of like it looked like Unity, but it didn't really act like Unity.
Well,
You know what I mean? It was kind of like rough looking.
yeah, they had I think it's in the it's in the Mate tweak tool or one of the tweak tools where they called it mutiny or something,
Yep.
the last one. It's perfectly fine. Look, I used Unity since it first came out. I was one of the few oddballs that thought it was okay versus GNOME. It seemed like there was no extensions needed, less tweaking involved. It wasn't for everybody, Rocco.
Right.
But you know what? It really wasn't that bad. I thought for beginners, I think Unity was easier to get to know versus say no, because you need to add 9, 10, 12 extensions to make it, more functionable. Will I miss it? Probably, but there's something to be said about the old GNOME 2 look, which is what Linux Mint did with Mate. It's just a fork, you know, of the old pre-Unity days. But look, Ubuntu Mate works. I called it the Linux Gold Standard for beginners. I think QuidsUp kind of agreed with me, and I think Rob, our buddy Rob,
Hmm.
kind of likes it too. It's not flashy. It's not meant to be. It just works. It's simple. It may be old-fashioned looking, but there's something to be said for something that just works the way it should without all the flash. But Ubuntu Mate has done a great job, and I can certainly understand why they are going to pick up so-called refugees from Unity. I mean, they had me sold a couple years ago, even when I was still using Unity. But look, I think it's great. So good for them.
Well, they're trying to not only pick up the refugees, but keep the ones that they have
Yeah.
by allowing you to like you can get like global menus and that
Yes.
through GNOME and KDE. You just have to add extensions and do a lot of work to it.
Right.
But with one click, you can change to the Mutiny interface, and they have added global menus to it. They've added super key support to it. They've added the HUD to it. So they've added all these things to the Mutiny layout
Yeah.
that makes it actually act more like Unity. So
Okay.
they're going to pick up those users, and still they're able to keep the ones that they have that don't really want to have that interface. So I think it's awesome.
Look, we'll see how it works out. I think it's an Alpha 2. I think I read that was Alpha 2. I was thinking about downloading it to try it, just in a virtual machine. I think it's great, but honestly, the standard Mate interface, of course, with Linux Mint, you have a choice between the Mint menu or the more classic, GNOME 2
Right.
look. I think you have that option also with Ubuntu Mate. I think they call it the advanced Mint menu or advanced menu, something like that.
The advanced menu, yeah.
Yeah,
But I think
yeah.
I'm pretty sure they may be removing that
Okay.
and going to Brisk.
Okay. Brisk is okay. Yeah, Brisk is okay. Yeah.
Brisk is nice. The only difference that I think people will notice with Brisk is that it has no favorites. Other
Ah.
than that, I mean, to me, Brisk is a better menu.
Yeah, yeah.
But if you're used to having
Yeah.
it look a certain way or
Okay.
having favorites there as soon as you open it, you may not enjoy it
Okay.
as much.
That's not that big of a deal for me, but that's cool. No, but yeah, I mean, I've used Brisk in the past, during testing some distros, and it's fine. I think you have an option to I think I installed it in one of the XFCE tests I was doing versus the standard XFCE drop-down menu. It may have been in Terragos or Revenge OS, or maybe both where I used Brisk, but yeah, it's fine. Again, it's just another choice in Linux. That's all it is. Use what works. So,
Well, are you into conspiracy theories?
oh shoot, man. Hey, look, I watch Ancient Aliens. Come on, my Friday night thing. I'm watching you Friday nights and going back and forth on my TV. But shoot, yeah, go ahead.
Well, there's a theory out there that the Outback Steakhouse is at the center of something strange. So there are restaurant chain locations on the map, if you look at them in various spots over the U.S., are shaped in a star.
Uh-oh. May
And
I?
it has everybody freaked out about it.
Is there a logical explanation, or they're just tossing this out to say,
There is no logical explanation. People are saying, "What's going on?" So
Well,
I don't know.
it's not something you hear every day.
It's a coincidence, as they say.
I am not buying that. I think they made those stars in trying to line them up with the star constellations to wait for the aliens to land and have their stake on. I don't know, but
When you look at the New York ones, and they have them set exactly in a star,
huh.
spot. It's funny.
Well, someone's going to do some research and come up with a plausible explanation, but that does sound unusual. I mean, Outback Steakhouse shaped as stars, because they're a star chain. I don't know. But anyway, let's move on to the next one here. I just have a few more, then we'll probably wrap it up. This is from the UPI.com. Elephant steals potatoes from the back of truck in India, of course, because he couldn't fit through the drive-through. But no, an elephant on an Indian road was filmed pulling a tarp from the top of a truck and stealing some of its load. Some of its load. Those things eat tons. They probably stole the whole truck. There's a video.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah,
Talk about fast food.
this was in a road in Garbetta Forest in West Midnapore, West Bengal or whatever. Shows the elephant pulling the tarp at the top of the produce truck and have himself a 2-ton snack. But no, hey. Anyway.
Oh my gosh! They actually had to throw tear gas at the elephant.
God. The poor thing was looking for a snack. It's kind of hard there in India. But yeah, I have two more. And then whatever you have, we can wrap it up. You want to do that?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm good.
Okay, all right. This is from the UPI again. A calf, animal. A calf's facial markings look like Gene Simmons of the Rockman Kiss. There is a picture of that. Yeah, calf's facial markings. Look it up. Just search calf. Looks like Gene Simmons of Kiss. I've seen the picture. It does look like with the makeup and the black, black paint, whatever. A Texas calf is capturing the internet's attention after side-by-side photographs showing its uncanny resemblance to Kiss rocker Gene Simmons.
Well, it's okay. Look, it kind of people are really
okay.
reaching.
Okay. So we're
reaching.
So we're in the same ballpark at least, right?
Yeah, they're reaching. Dude.
All right. Okay. All right. Let's see. What else do I have here? I talked about this last night on my live chat, but this is kind of cool. You talked about conspiracy, but NASA, the Space Administration, they're searching for a planetary protection officer. I guess
I did see a headline on that.
Yeah, I guess they're waiting for the next big alien invasion like Independence Day, whatever. But it says here, yes, it would happen eventually, that the Roswell aliens will not only turn out to be real, but when they return to finish their job. But no, I guess this has to deal with more keeping track of these asteroids that can impact the Earth and cause damage, microbes from the space stations or other stuff like that. I mean, the alien thing here is a joke, but I guess it would include that too. I don't know, but this is.
I guess your resume has to be out of this world, huh?
This pays pretty good, paying up to $187,000 a year. Now, is that per flying saucer or per group? I don't know how that works, but
I don't know why. I mean, you should be getting way more than that for that kind of job.
Yeah, because if your job is to save planet Earth, well, planet Earth is worth only 100.
Really, that's our value on planet Earth. Really,
Look, if your guys are mad at this, just send all your letters to NASA. But it says paying up to. So that would imply it starts lower. Goes high. But you can read into this that the Earth's worth is 187. Now, who made up that number? I'm kind of curious.
Yeah. Good thing I don't believe in aliens. So
okay,
there you go.
Right, fair enough. Okay, what else do I have here? I guess we'll finish up with this. Well, if we have any, Marco, do you have an Xbox One or Xbox? Or?
I do not have an Xbox. I'm a PC gamer.
Okay, cool. I play my Asphalt 8 Airborne on Microsoft Windows 10, but this is from GameSpot. Apparently, Taco Bell is having some kind of a deal going on. A free Xbox One X consoles available to some who are willing to eat Taco Bell. Microsoft's machine, the console will cost $500. dollars when it launches in November, but you can possibly get one for free by eating Taco Bell. Starting on August 31st, the $5 steak quesarito. Yeah, the $5 steak quesarito box will come with a code that you can redeem for a chance to win. It says here, Rocco, there will be lots of winners. In a news release, a potential winner will be selected every 10 minutes. Ooh.
Wow.
For the duration of the promo, which runs August 31st through October 4th. In addition to the console, you'll win some games. It's happening at Taco Bell. I believe you will have a chance to win the premier game from Taco Bell called Gas Town. But no, I'm just kidding. But so
That's terrible.
I'm sorry. Look, if there's anybody from Taco Bell listening to this later, I love Taco Bell when I go there. I love the food, just for something different, fast food. But I think it's great. So I might have to start eating there starting August. Not that I need another console, but I can eat there starting October 31st. But hey, winners select potentially every 10 minutes. Those are pretty decent odds.
Those are.
So starting October 1st, or I'm sorry, August 31st through October 4th.
But it doesn't say how many they have. Maybe they have only, and the contest will be over.
Well, they're running this for solid. Yeah, they're running it for a solid month. So I'm assuming they have more than one. So
yeah, they probably have more.
Anyway, so go eat your Taco Bell and win some Xbox, win an Xbox and some games. So there you go. That's it, Rocco. That's all I have for this extended news and nonsense report. So once again, big thanks to Big Daddy Linux Rocco from the YouTube channel. It's good to have you on board. Let's do it again soon, man.
Yeah, good to be here, man.
It was fun. So again, don't forget to check out Big Daddy Linux, Destination Linux, of course, the TOS Today channel. If you listen to this and haven't subscribed, what's wrong with you? Subscribe to TOS Today. That's right. Really, come on, get with the program here. Just search Big Daddy Linux and TOS Today, and send us some love, as it were. That's it, Rocco. Thanks again to everyone, and we'll catch you on the next one. So, arrivederci.